How's it going, everybody? My name is Coda, and today I have an out of map glitch for you on the map Ashes of the Dam. Today I'm going to show you how you're going to get outside of the map and pile up the zombies in this specific area. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. But before we get started with today's video, if you please drop a like on the video, it helps me a lot. Subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you guys know when I upload the next one. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. Looking to unlock new mastery camos like Singularity quickly and safely? Visit Mitch Cactus, the most trusted name in Call of Duty services. They provide instant delivery DLC codes such as Monster Energy and Muller Milk, along with lobbies completed in under an hour. It's fully safe, fully reliable, and available for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. With over 20,000 verified reviews, Mitch Cactus is the community's go-to. Use code CODA at checkout to save 5% off. For more information, check out the pinned comment down below in the comment section. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we're on solo because this is the only way that it works. It doesn't work on multiplayer, it works on solo. Then what we're going to do is we're going to activate Old Tessie. In order to do that, we're going to walk up here and get his head. And then once we have Ted's head, then we're going to place it in Old Tessie. And then what we need to do is we need to make it to the Van Dorn farm. And the reason we need to make it to the Van Dorn farm is because we need to open up the barn door so we can have the zombies pile up. That's very important because when we're outside of the map, yes, you can go anywhere you want. But for this pile up specifically, we need to make sure that the barn door is open. Once the barn door is open, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to spawn and then we're going to do the glitch. So in order to do the glitch, it's really easy. We need to make sure that we have Old Tessie lined up exactly how I do. This is probably one of the trickier glitches to do, but it's really simple once you actually figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up Old Tessie and we're going to have to try to tilt her. So to use as reference, I use this dotted yellow line in front of me on this ramp. So we're going to drive up the ramp. You're going to make sure the left wheels are on the yellow line. And once you got a little bit of the tilt going, you're going to see right now that I just get outside of the map as soon as I jump out of the car. Now I'm going to slow this down for you so I can explain it once again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up with the yellow dotted line. Then you see the body of the middle of the car. You need to make sure that that is perfectly lined up with that yellow line, almost a little bit tilting to the left. Now you need to make sure you get to the end of the ramp here as soon as the tires will just flop right over. And for whatever reason, once you jump out of the car, if you did the glitch correctly, you should just be outside of the map here. I hope that was a good explanation, but if it wasn't, I apologize. I tried my absolute best to explain it. You basically need to make sure that the car is tilting to the right just a little bit, then it should just allow you to become outside of the map. Now, like I said, this outside of the map is only working solo. It does not work on multiplayer because I know a lot of people were doing this on multiplayer and that got patched recently. But after the recent patch, this still works solo. So now what you're going to do in order to get to the pile up location we're going to do today is you're just going to have to follow my exact location. Now I'm going to speed up this footage just a little bit so you can see where I am going, but it's not going to be too much where you won't be able to follow my exact pathing. From what I know, this is a complete free-for-all and you can explore outside of the map and get as many pile-ups going as you possibly can. But the community ended up finding this method specifically so you can actually pile up the zombies. Before you get into this glitch, I highly recommend that you pack a bunch of your weapons and get all your perks because that will allow you to be in this spot permanently for high rounds. But once we make it to this location here, you're going to see we're back at the farm location. You'll see I'm behind the farm now and I'm going around to where the barn is. Now, when I told you that you needed to make sure that you had the barn door open for this glitch, this is why. When you go up to this door right here, you'll see that you have unlimited ammo because there's an ammo box just sitting right there. And then you'll have a bunch of zombies pile up in front of you. The only problem with this glitch is you cannot just stand in the open near the barn. You have to make sure that you're behind the barn door so that way the zombies can pile up, but they won't be able to hurt you. If you do stand out in the open, you'll see right now that I have a bunch of zombies in front of me, but they're throwing meat at me, and that will down me instantly. If they didn't have the throwing meat mechanic, this would be the most broken glitch in the entire game, but since they have the throwing meat mechanic, you unfortunately have to stand behind the barn door here, and then you could just use your gun to shoot zombies through the barn door. Another bad thing about this glitch is you can't get power-ups in this glitch. And once in a while, every round that spawns in, there's going to be 1 or 2 zombies that are outside of the map and they will go to you. So you just need to take them out. Once you take them out, if you go behind the barn door again, all the zombies are just going to pile up on that ammo cache spot. If you ever run out of ammo, all you need to do is escape the glitch. So just walk backwards a couple feet. All the zombies will disperse somewhere else. You can grab some ammo and go behind the barn door and keep going high rounds. In order to get out of this glitch, you need to make sure you have the anywhere but here gobble gum, which allows you to kick you out of the spot and then teleport you to a random location on the map. So the best thing about it though is the Uberclaws and the bears, they are going to go after you, but they won't be able to touch you because you're not registered as a player yet and they're not registered as an actual enemy yet. So they'll just sit there and watch you and try to attack you as you are going high rounds. So that's what's awesome about this one. So that's about it for this pile up. This one works, like I said, after the recent patch that just came out. Unfortunately, the clone pile up glitch is patched and everybody loved to do the Aether Shroud glitch because, man, it is really hard to unlock augments in this game and XP is completely broken. So take advantage of all the glitches that you can get and that you can see, so that way you can get all your augments really quickly, and this one included. Make sure you guys also have depth perception and then you're able to see the zombies through the wall, because that's very important with this one specifically, because you're behind the barn door. And as you see on screen here, I'm not able to see their heads, but you can click heads with this, so that's pretty cool. You can get your camos, get your unlimited XP, get your weapon XP up, and all that good stuff. Another thing that was not patched that I would like to say to you guys was the method in the cabin. So if you load up survival mode and then you just end up unlocking the cabin, then what happens is if you stand at this corner right here, you're going to see that the zombies are all going to come from one direction. Now, I don't think this is a glitch because it would have been patched by now along with the God mode and the infinite health if that was the case. But I guess this is intentional in the game right now. So I highly recommend you take advantage of this while it is still here. I'm not sure if they're planning on patching the spawn locations for this in the future, so that way they come behind you. But this one still works and it's great for headshots, and you can turn on the rampage inducer, because although that they are speedy from down below on the ground, when they jump, it is slow as molasses. You can even pop a toxic growth behind you so it prevents them from coming behind you. And in order to just reload really quickly, make sure you have speed cola and just back up, reload really fast, go back into the spot. The zombies will just change their path depending on what side of the line you're on. And that will be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below, it helps me a lot. Subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you guys know when I upload the next video. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your guys' day. And as always, my name is Coda, and I'll catch you in the next one.